Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Padma Aon.
And what brings you to Mexico? Where are you from, first of all?
I'm a global citizen, and I've been brought to Mexico, invited by the conference organizers of a Spiritual World Planetary Summit that's being held here in Merida, in the Yucatan, in the place where the Mayan calendar first started and where it is now all ending. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm going to be talking and presenting and teaching at this conference about developing the soul's relationship to God, and also about how to open up the brain of light.
Ooh. So you're speaking on this topic.
I am indeed.
And you're helping people to find their ways, their way into the light, so to speak.
I'm helping people to find their own way to develop their own personal, soulful relationship with God, their Creator. And that's really what I'm here for, and what I'm bringing to the table as we go into the great ending of 2012 and the big opening, the big doorway opening, or the womb opening of 2013.
What is that? What is the great ending, the ending and the great opening? Define that for us, please.
It's the ending of people and systems and societies and institutions and governments operating through fear, control, power, and people choosing to learn through unconsciousness, through ignorance, and through their own pain, choosing to learn in a different way, in a more gentle way, in a more loving way. The human condition has been that people have to reach such an edge of darkness, depression, despair, sadness, grief, pain, suffering in order to learn something. Now there's an opening for some people, not for all people at this point, maybe that will come later, but for some people to really open up into a completely different paradigm, where mutuality, equality, true soul friendship, and all based on a foundation of having a personal relationship to God, Him and her, and having that direct relationship soul to soul, because God is just a soul as we are a soul as well. So it's all about developing that, having that as a foundation, the ultimate love, or the greatest love. And from that place, all our relationships and our soul purpose and everything else we're here to do can bloom in a much safer and unconditional way. Because once we have that love within us, and we also have the relationship to that which created our souls and which created all universes, then our relationships with others become a lot more free, because we don't need anything from them anymore. And most human relationships are based on need. We need something from someone in order to make us feel loved, or make us feel better, or make us feel whole. But if we have that within ourselves through our own spiritual growth, and because we have a direct relationship of love between our soul and God's soul, and we're receiving God's love as well, then everything else kind of slots into place as an effect, not the cause. So it's all about going back to the cause, which is the divine love of God, and then the effect is our human love, or the relationships that we have with other humans, which can then become based on unconditional love, because we need nothing from them. Therefore we can be fully present with them. Therefore we can actually fully give to them in a totally truthful and loving way, instead of a grabbing way, or a needing way, or I need your love, or I want something from you to make me feel whole. So we can stand in truth, and not just in our own personal truth, but in a universal truth, or a divine truth. And that's where the greatest love will arise from. And for a lot of people that may not seem very loving in the beginning, because obviously they'll be confronted with various aspects of themselves that are not in that alignment with truth or love, either their own sovereign truth, or a divine truth, or a divine love, which of course is a much greater truth than my truth, or your truth, or Fred's truth, or Jack's truth. So aligning to that truth has proved to be quite a painful process for many people, because so much needs to be healed and released and let go of. So where we're going into now is that if we have that love, we have that relationship with God, and we are actively receiving that divine love as Christ and as Rumi and as Kabir and as Teresa of Avila and as many other great mystics who have achieved that union with God have shown us. If we can actually do that, then we can walk through this open door of 2012 and really create something that is based on the divine laws or divine truths rather than our own very flawed human truths and human laws which have governed the planet for the last 12,000 plus years and which have basically proved to be very in error and have created a lot more strife, stress, tension and war because we have actually forgotten how to align to God and to that love and to that truth. So that's the piece that I'm sharing for many people, not just in this conference. And I do that in the way that I can by directing people in a very practical yet very simple way how to connect, reconnect back to their creator, that which created love itself, that which created the soul itself, your soul that is listening to this right now. Somebody created that out of pure love and pure joy and pure delight and pure play. And all that God wants for us is to revel and delight in that love, in that delight, in that innocence, in that playfulness. And it's not serious at all. It's really not a serious venture. It's actually a game. And it's a game of love, and who loves most wins. So in this game of truth, the light comes from that alignment.
Okay, well thank you so much for sharing, Padma.
My pleasure.
Namaste and peace to you.
Namaste.
Thank you for all you've given us. Hello.
Hello,
What is your name?
my name is, spiritual name is Asananda.
Sananda. Where are you from?
I'm from Belgium and from Sirius.
Oh, I see. And what brings you to Mexico?
I came here 1 year ago, since a year, to support, to help the Spiritual Planetary Summit.
I see. And what do you think about December 21st? What do you think will happen? How are you preparing?
I think that we don't have to be fixed in that special date, but something will happen that between this excuse me,
See, it's fine.
because my English
Speak in Espanol if you want to.
or
See?
in French.
French? See, French.
Yes?
Yes.
So it's okay for you?
Yes,
So I
yes.
speak French.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's start over. Okay. Hello, what is your name?
Asananda, qui est mon nom spirituel.
And where are you from?
Je viens de Belgique et de Sirius aussi.
I see. And what brings you to Mexico? What
Je suis venu pour supporter, pour aider à l'organisation du sommet spirituel planétaire qui aura lieu du 19 au 23 décembre de cette année à Merida.
And what are you doing about December 21st? What do you think is happening or going to happen?
Je pense que d'abord il ne faut pas se positionner spécialement sur ce 21 décembre. Il y a quelque chose qui se passe depuis 2008 et qui va jusqu'à 2016. Et je pense que maintenant on arrive au point, à l'alignement parfait, mais que beaucoup de gens pensent qu'il va se passer quelque chose de très spécial. Et c'est possible, mais ça se passe à un niveau très subtil. Et que donc, beaucoup pourraient être déçus s'ils ne se connectent pas.
Okay. And are you doing anything differently? What are you doing special to prepare for December 21st?
Lot of work, beaucoup de travail depuis 2005 en fait, depuis l'année 2005, de spirituel, de méditation, d'initiation, d'enseignement. Et surtout, de rentrer dans la connexion ciel-terre, terre-ciel. Parce que nous sommes dans un canal en fait. Nous sommes dans un canal et c'est par nous que cette énergie doit passer. C'est par nous que l'énergie doit passer.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is George Christie.
Hi, George. Where are you from?
I'm from Escocia, Scotland.
Scotia, Scotland. Wow, what brings you to Mexico?
I came to Mexico to meet up with some friends and to attend the 2012 Planetary Conference.
I see. And does this have anything to do with December 21st?
Impossible.
What exactly are your plans for December 21st? Okay. So what are your plans for December 21st?
My plans for December 21st are to be with the ceremony in Uxmal that's happening at 2 a.m. in the morning for the 8-minute opening and transmission, which I think will be beautiful. That's where I'll be, 2 a.m. I'm excited.
And what exactly is the opening and transmission? What is the transmission?
Well, there are lots of viewpoints on it. There's an alignment, possibly an alignment, although NASA seem to think that there isn't, between the planet Earth, our solar system, and the planet Earth with its human population of maybe 7 billion, will be aligning with the center of the galaxy. And there are possibilities of energetic transmissions, elevating human consciousness to hopefully, God please, to a higher state of understanding, whereupon perhaps we'll live from love and not from fear. Perhaps we'll walk lightly on the earth and leave no mark, as opposed to stamping around on it, leaving gigantic footprints. So here's hoping. But there's nothing set, is there? You never know what will happen.
That's true. What do you and once you've done this, how do you think you'll be afterwards?
I think I'll be exactly the same.
So you're a being full of love and light already, yes?
I think I am. I just had an incredible few months in Peru, working with shamans, and also had an extraordinarily beautiful experience with San Jose, which is a cactus plant.
San Jose or San Pedro?
San Pedro, sorry. Did I say
Yes.
San Jose? San Pedro, which is a beautiful cactus healing medicine, I think they call it. And it was so beautiful, and I came out of 12 hours of working with trees, working with plants, communicating with plants, feeling so incredibly connected to the earth, so incredibly connected. And 12 hours in San Pedro talk is potentially hundreds of years, which is what it was.
Excellent. So you're coming here with that
fresh in my
experience.
system, exactly. So to answer your question, will I be different? You just never can tell. I think I will be much the same as I am. I would like to think. I think there's a phrase that's used as a critical mass of elevated consciousness among human beings, which I think is definitely a possibility. And I think perhaps think perhaps there's a chance that if you're in the circumstance and within the folds of the event in a sacred place, in a sacred state, there's a chance that something very interesting could happen. So that's why I'll be at Uxmal.
Excellent. Well, namaste, and thank you so much for participating.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.